Hello, and welcome to another Monday's live stream. Now, today I am going to be sharing my 7 top tips for growing your Facebook followers using Facebook groups. Now, Facebook groups are extremely valuable if you've got a great Facebook business page, okay? So today I'm just going to be sharing 7 simple tips on how to grow those followers without having to pay for advertising. Okay, so I'm Bex from Social Media Executive, and I teach businesses how to effectively use social media to generate lots of business inquiries. So please do follow me on YouTube, hit that subscribe button and click that bell, and then you'll get notifications every time I do share a video with lots of social media tips and advice. You'll find me most Mondays. I would like to say every Monday, but I'm about to have 2 weeks off for Easter. But you'll find me most Mondays, 12:30 live. Again, if you're watching this live, please do say hello. Tell us who you are. Let me know who you are, what your business is, what you do. Give a little bit of an opportunity just to give yourselves a shout out. And if you've got any questions as I'm going along, please do just mention them in the chat. If you're watching this on catch up, please, again, just put any questions you've got in the chat below and I'll come back and answer them after the live stream as well. Oh, hi, Jeanette. Thanks for saying hi. Hello. Again, if you're watching today, please do say hello. Okay, so if you've got a fantastic Facebook page and you really want to actively use it to generate business inquiries, then these are the things that you can be doing with Facebook groups, okay? There's loads of ways that you can interact with Facebook groups to grow your followers. I'm going to show you some really, really good tips because we can actually actively go out and invite people who interact with our posts on Facebook groups to follow our page. Okay, hi Amanda. Hi Amanda. Amanda from Redwood Copy. Nice to see you today. Okay, so today I'm going to do a little bit of screen sharing because the way I want to do is I want to actually show you how to do this in Facebook groups, and it works phenomenally well. So many businesses come to me and say, oh, Bex, can you help me with Facebook advertising? But I always say, well, actually, first of all, let's get your organic, your free reach right first. Okay, and there's a fantastic way of using Facebook groups to do that. So first of all, what's the difference between a Facebook group and a Facebook page? Okay. Facebook page is basically, it's your page as a business. You own it. It's a bit like your website. You control what goes on there. Whereas a Facebook group is more like a community forum. Okay, you might create a group or somebody else has created a group around a specific topic, and people with those common interests will join that group and contribute to the content. You can post content on there, you interact with each other. So it's like a community forum, very, very different to a page. And the way it's set up and all the settings are completely different. Sometimes they look a bit similar when you look on a group and a page, but they're very, very different fundamentally, the purpose of a group and the way it's set up. Oh, hi, Gary. Nice to see you. Thanks for saying hi. Oh, and Jeanette. Jeanette's a mobile massage therapist, helping female clients to feel energized, which is fantastic. And I'm sure you're looking forward to reopening soon. Okay, so what I'm going to do today is I'm going to share my screen with you because I'm going to show you some tips. Okay, so the first tip, let me just share my screen. Okay, right, now we can see this. So the first tip, and this is a really, really important tip, is you need to do your research, okay? The first tip is basically you want to join a group that potentially has your ideal clients in, okay? So here are a number of groups that I've been searching for. So if you have a look here, I clicked on the search bar here. I clicked on here and I typed in networking. Okay, I typed in networking here because I know my ideal clients are likely to join networking groups if they're wanting to advertise, promote themselves and grow their business. Okay, so I looked and searched for networking on Facebook. And then the next thing I want to do is I'm going to scroll down, further down here, just click off here. I'm going to scroll down, typed in networking, but I'm going to click onto, oops, clicked on places by accident. I'm going to click on groups, okay? So I want to click on groups. This is going to bring up any groups that have mentioned networking in there, okay? Now, if we scroll down here, these ones you can see I've actually already joined. So if I scroll down here, these are some of the groups. Now, again, this is going to give you a little bit of information, how many members there are, whether it's a private group or a public group, okay? Public groups, basically anyone can join. Private groups, whoever's created that group will decide whether they want you to join or not, and they may ask you some questions. So the first thing I'm going to do is have a look. You can click on these groups to have a look. You can click through them just to have a look about what they do, and it'll tell you what they do, what it's about. So that'll give you a bit of information. But what I'm looking for with this is I'm going to click on, I'll go, right, okay, so I've decided that this group potentially has my potential customers in there, and I'm going to click this button. Now, what I'm looking for is this box, okay? Because this is giving me the option to choose how I want to join the group. So I'm choosing to join the group, not as my individual profile, that's me as an individual. I'm actually going to choose to join the group as my business page. Okay, now this is really important because if I join the group as my business page, I can interact as a business in that group. Okay, now it's going to possibly I'll ask you some questions that you can fill in. Do you agree? And then just type in what you do. So type in what you do, fill in the questions, where you are. Again, these questions are going to be different. These questions have been set by the moderators. So all these questions are going to be slightly different, depending on what questions the moderators of those groups have set. And then you just click submit. They're also going to have rules. So have a look at these rules, okay? And then click submit. Now, I've now requested to join the business as my business page. That's really important. If you basically go and click on these buttons here, and it goes straight through like that one did, straight through, that's not much use to me, because what that means is I've just joined the group as my personal profile. This group is not allowing business pages to join. And I'm going to show you in a minute why that's really important. So if you don't get that box popping up, it means that you can only join as you as an individual. And for my strategy, the strategy I'm going to use, it's going to be no good. Okay, so that's the first point. Join as your business page. Do your research. Join some groups as your business page. So yeah. Oh, hi, Joanne. Thanks for saying hello. Hello. Hi, Nick. Hello. Oh, we're getting lots of hellos today. Thank you. Again, if you're watching live, please do give us a hello and give us a shout out as to who you are and what you do. Right. Okay. So my next top tip then, once we've joined these groups, now as our business, we want to add valuable content. So if we click over onto this group here, this is a business I am member of. Here, I'm now going to start interacting. Now in these groups, on the right-hand side here, you can see you can toggle between you as an individual or you as your business page, okay? So now your business page is probably going to have your business logo there. So again, I can toggle, so I can basically post things into these groups as me or as my business. So here I've done a post into this group, and I've just asked people to interact with this content. Okay, so again, it's had a few likes and it had a few comments. So again, this is just beginning to build up my profile. I'm getting a bit sociable with the people in the group. I want these people in the group to let them know who I am and what I do. Okay, and again, I want to have a conversation. I want to be sociable with these guys. So again, we're having a little conversation underneath this, which is great. And then here, I'll show you this little bit. Anyone who likes it, if I click on here, you see here, we can actually invite them to like our business page. And this is where the valuable content comes, because we've joined as our business page. If we create valuable content in groups, get those likes, we can then start to invite these ideal clients who potentially be our clients to follow our business page. Okay, so that is my third top tip. Invite your likes to follow your page. So if I click onto here to another networking group, here I was just talking about a little workshop that I had that would be of use to the people in this group. Again, I got 2 likes, clicked on this. Here I can invite this person to follow my business page. So now this person is going to get a notification to say, Bex has invited you to follow her Facebook business page. So this is where the magic happens. This is where, if you create content that people like on a regular basis, before you know it, the group's going to get to know you. Members in that group's going to get to know you. And then you can start to go through and invite them to follow your page. Okay. Now, the thing to make note of is you've got to be very careful. So my 4th top tip then is to join groups that are active. And what I mean by active is that basically businesses are having a conversation with each other in these groups. Okay. So this is a group. This is an example of a group where it's been created. It's a public group. It's been created for encouraging Warrington businesses to promote their business. Okay. Now, the issue with this group is that because everybody's posting in there, just promoting themselves, there's no reason for people to go into that group to engage with it. Because let's face it, if people were looking to buy, they'd Google it. They wouldn't necessarily go to this group. So if we scroll down in this group, you can see there's no likes, there's no comments on any of the posts. People are just sharing their content in there, trying to sell stuff. And it's really not getting any engagement, okay? So there's no point me trying to spend time in this group posting stuff, starting a conversation, because there's nobody there listening. People are just spamming it basically to try and promote themselves. These types of groups are not the best type of groups to grow your pages. You might get a little bit of success from this, but it's highly unlikely. These businesses that have joined this group have just jumped in to self-promote themselves. They're not really interested in what the group is about. So really join groups that are structured well, that have rules that say you can only post a sales post once a week, or you can only post sales posts on a Wednesday. These groups are about growing a community around your brand and brand awareness. It's not going in doing the hard sell. Doesn't work. It's not as successful as going in and being useful, adding value, sharing tips, asking questions, encouraging people to interact with the content you're producing. So join active groups. So the 5th one then is to really think about joining groups where your customers hang out. Again, really important, because people can join. You can join loads of different groups that might be related to what you're interested in, but you really need to think about, if your customer was going to be hanging out in a group, which group would that customer be in? Okay, you want to join a group where lots of your potential customers hang out. Okay, so for example, if you're offering services that might appeal to men more, there's no point joining female dominated groups. Okay, really think about your ideal customer. Okay, why would they join a Facebook group? What are they going to get out of it? And how can you add value into that group without giving a hard sell? Okay, so really have a think about where they are. So join groups where your customers hang out. So my 6th top tip then is join conversations and add value. It's not just about posting content. You can post content in there, and that's fantastic. But it's really about adding value and creating a little bit of a buzz. So, for example, this is a Chester Business Directory one that I'm a member of. So I'm going to go into this group, and I'm not necessarily, I will create the odd post, but if we scroll down, what I am doing is I'm going to comment under other people's posts. Okay. So if I comment under other people's posts, again, it's raising my profile in that group. People like it because I'm appreciating their posts in there. I'm trying to add some value. So I'm going through, I'd go through and like on and add some content that was relevant, obviously, into some of these groups. So again, really important. So the beauty about this is, as well, is if I'm adding comments and things like that, if someone then goes in and likes it, yeah, so they gives it a like, I can click on this. Let's assume a few people like it, and I could go through and invite them to follow my page. Okay. So there's a different strategy. I'm not just liking it to grow my brand and grow my awareness with these businesses in this group, but I'm also, if they like that comment back, I can then invite them to follow my page. Okay. Now, it's useful to know as well that sharing content. So if you share content from your business page into a group, you don't get much visibility. Can you see I've only been seen by 6 people there? It's much better to create new content in groups. Okay. It's the same on your Facebook page as it is in Facebook groups. Creating new content will get you a much higher visibility. Facebook will share it to more members in that group and rank your post higher if you are creating new content. Okay. Oh, so someone is watching this from the golf club car park. Who's playing golf? Your name's not come up. Do tell us who is looking to play golf today. The course is open yet. Brilliant. The places that people watch my live streams. That's fantastic. Okay, so create new content, don't share it, and comment on other people's. Okay. Now, the beauty about having your groups is joining groups is that, you know, you can join the conversations. However, my final top tip for today, again, if you've got any questions, please do put them in the chat. But my final top tip today is we can interact with these groups, but at the end of the day, we're not in control of these groups. We don't make up the rules. The best way to grow your brand awareness is to create your own group. Okay. So the best way is to create your own group. So this is my group. This is my social media executive support group. The thing to bear in mind when you create a group is you've really got to understand the purpose of your group and what you want it to achieve. Okay. So I've created my group. Again, it's a private group, but my private group is for my clients. So once they've been on the training, once they've been on workshops, etc., you know, either I add more value and information and tips and support and advice into this group, but I also invite people to ask questions in my group. If they get stuck on social media, they can post a question and I'll answer them. So again, my group is structured to help my clients. Okay. You've got to think about what your group could do. My group, I keep it quite small. You know, I've only got 149 members. I'm very strict on who joins this group. But if you look at other groups can literally have active thousands and thousands of members in that group. And if you have a public group and you manage it really, really well, you can literally build a business, and people do build a business from a Facebook group. You can monetize Facebook groups. You can charge people to join. So basically, people can pay £140 to join my group if they've not been a client, but they'd just like to join my group. So again, you can monetize those groups. You can make money off them. You can create live events in them. Like I regularly stream live in my group, like today, we're streaming live in the group. So again, you're adding value. Creating your own Facebook group is phenomenal. You can create courses. If you run courses, it has the option to put modules in there. So you can run course modules in there. You can run live webinars in there. You can run paid events in there. There's loads and loads of things you can do in groups. It's loads of different options. You can run questionnaires, and things like that. It's your group. So my final top tip is, if you really are serious about getting your business known and getting your business growing, then Facebook groups are a fantastic way to do that. You really can get a lot of joy from Facebook groups. It's phenomenal what you can do with them. If you've got a Facebook group, please do say yes. Share the link in the comments. Let us know what your Facebook group does. I would love to know. Okay. So basically, those are my main 7 top tips for sharing and growing your business page on using Facebook groups. Okay. Now, if you need help creating a group and you think, crikey, where do I start? Because it is very different to creating a Facebook page. Or maybe you've got a group at the moment that has got no interaction, like some of the examples I showed today, groups that haven't got no interaction. Then I do have a Facebook groups workshop starting on the 27th of April. It's online. Doesn't matter where you are, you can join. We do an hour a day over 4 days, and I'm going to show you step by step not only how to create a group, how to set it up, how to put rules in place, how to manage it, how to grow it, how to invite people to your group. Okay, so we're going to be doing that, starting that on the 27th of April. Okay, so please do. There's the link to the group. I've put it in the chat. Click on. It's limited to 10 people, so please do book early so you don't miss out. Now, like I say, in the next 2 weeks, I am off. I'm having a bit of a break from live streaming, but in 3 weeks' time, I'm back with Trisha Peters, and we're going to be talking about social media and networking. How do we network on social media? Trisha Peters has been running networking groups, high-profile networking groups in Cheshire for a number of years. So please do join us. That's going to be a fantastic one. And thank you, everybody, for saying hello. If you like this, please do give us a thumbs up if you're watching on YouTube. Please do subscribe to my channel, where there's loads of videos, help, tips, and advice on your social media. So thank you, everybody, for watching, and have a fantastic Easter, everybody. And I will see you later on in April. Thanks, everyone. Bye.